Hello, this is just a little screencast to show you how to set up your Grammarly Premium free subscription through Huntington University. So to obtain Grammarly, you go to this link and you will need to sign up with your HU email address and establish a password for yourself. Then it will ask for an access code, and you will use this access code in line 3, and then you should have your free Grammarly Premium subscription. If you want to know more about Grammarly, there are a couple links here on YouTube where you can go and see how Grammarly works. Otherwise, just go to the Grammarly website here at app.grammarly.com. Once you're at the Grammarly website, I just want to walk through a couple of things. You can set up your own personal profile where if there are certain words that get flagged in your writing that are correct, but Grammarly flags them as incorrect, you can add them to this personal dictionary, and then Grammarly will not flag those in the future. So that's one nice feature. Also, there are apps that you can download so that Grammarly integrates with Microsoft Office, with Grammarly for Chrome for your internet browser, and also for Windows. So I use the one for Office all the time so that Grammarly sits right on my Word toolbar. There is also a tutorial that can help you get started using Grammarly, and please review that anytime you have questions. Administrative panel you won't need, and then of course the logout. So let's go back to the home page for Grammarly for a second. If you want to use Grammarly to check a document, you can upload a Word document right here. I'm going to demonstrate using this demo document, and so I've uploaded it to Grammarly. Over here, this tool shows you what all it has been activated. I'm using the default settings so that Grammarly is checking my spelling, grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, and even style. I can also scroll down here to this magnifying glass and have Grammarly check for plagiarism by just clicking it to on. Vocabulary enhancement also looks for repetitive words, looks for redundancy and that type of thing, so I always have that on as well. So now Grammarly has reviewed this document, and you can see everything is pointed out as far as the errors. And I can do one of two things. One, I can click and the correct word will replace the incorrect. Or I can choose, if I disagree with Grammarly, I can choose not to make the change. The yellow underlined is unoriginal text. So if I was a professor and I saw this, this looks like someone has just copied and pasted a bunch of verbiage onto this particular paper, and I would be concerned about it. If I click on it, the unoriginal text, it will tell me where that came from as far as a website. So you can use this as a student one of two ways. One, to make sure that you're not plagiarizing, or two, if you have large blocks of text, that you properly cite it. At the bottom, it gives a score. So 62, if I was going to give this a grade, mechanic grade, it would get a 62%. If I click on that score button, it will give me the option to download a detailed report. And if I click on that, it will generate a report that I can save to my desktop and submit. Then, and here's the document, I can submit that with my paper. Now obviously, some professors require that you have a certain score before you submit your document. Of course, the higher score, the better. So, if I was a student, I got a 62, I would go through and fix my paper to get that grammar score up. Now, Grammarly does not check for APA citation and references to make sure those are correct. It does not check for content, logic, flow, but it does check for 250 mechanical type of issues, and so it's a great tool to improve your writing. So this report could be submitted with a paper, and it would show your professor that you have processed your paper through Grammarly. The other thing I want to show you is how you can use Grammarly right within Word. Again, you would download the app for Microsoft Office, and then Grammarly will sit right on your toolbar. And so here's a paper I uploaded in my Word, and I'm going to enable Grammarly, and you will see that Grammarly will go online and we'll start finding things. So repetitive word, finally. So right here there should be a comma after the introductory word finally. And if I click on that, it will automatically make the change. But again, I have the option as the author of making the change or not making the change, depending if I agree with Grammarly. Additionally, when an error is cited, if I click on the down arrow, there will be an explanation as to why that particular word or punctuation was cited or grammar was cited. And again, hopefully this will help me decide whether I want to change this particular citing or leave it as is. Here, obviously claimed is misspelled, so I would want to change that. But I would have the option. Let's look at another one here. Possibly confused word. So here's an example, herd, which would be a group of cows or something. That's not the context for that word here. We should have used H-E-A-R-D. So again, I would want to make that change to correct it. So I can go through my paper and make changes before I even submit it to my professor. So I really like to use Grammarly right within Word to catch things before I even submit them for grading. So I hope this little screenshot was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, make sure to look at all the resources available from Grammarly.com. Thank you.